Hey geeks, it's Andrea. Welcome back to day 8 of the second horror month. If you're just joining us, you've missed the first 7 days, but have no fear, we still have 3 whole weeks to go. Also, it's YouTube, so you can just go check them out at any time. If you don't know what horror month is, it is 31 horror themed countdowns in 31 days. Today we're going to take a look at 5 terrifying horror games. Alright geeks, let's go! Five Nights at Freddy's. This is definitely the most simple game on this list, but it is certainly up there in the scare factor. Assuming you are terrified of jump scares. Actually, when this game first came out, I really didn't know what it was, and I played it for about a couple minutes before immediately uninstalling it and never reinstalling it again. You learn pretty quickly that it's a jump scare game. Well, at least I did. Jump scares get me every single time, even when I know they're about to happen. So if you're like that, you will either love or hate this game. Although it is so popular, you probably know that already. Condemned Criminal Origins. Here's a bit of an older one for you. Condemned is actually over 10 years old, and it certainly does show. Don't let that turn you away from the game though. It is certainly worth a playthrough. You get to play as Ethan Thomas, an SCU investigator who shows up to investigate a murder, and things get really weird really fast. Soma. I remember being so excited when this game was about to come out back in 2015. So excited that as soon as it was out, I watched the entire game streamed in one sitting. And I don't regret a minute of it either. I don't know why anyone would be, but I'm not ashamed to admit that I was watching Soda Poppin'. He's actually one of my favorite streamers to watch. Anyway, this game is a bit of a mind game. There are some decisions that you have to make that are devastating. There's one in particular that I really want to talk about, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't played through it yet. The base idea of the game is that you go in for a brain scan, and you wake up from that brain scan many years later. Well, kinda. You lived your life, but your consciousness at the point that you went in for a brain scan is now in a new body. So the brain scan is placed in the body. It's a lot more simple than I'm making it sound. There are a couple of moments where you can duplicate your consciousness to put it into another body. The dilemma is your previous consciousness still stays there. Seriously, play through it. You will know which decision is impossible for me. Siren. Siren, to me, has a very traditional horror game feel to it. That isn't by any means an insult. If anything, it's a compliment. And it is definitely worth a playthrough, especially if you like to play horror games more stealthily, which will make playing the game a lot easier. Siren is 15 or so years old at this point, so it has some years to it. But if you hate looking at old graphics, you're actually in luck with this one. You can pick it up for just $10 to play on your PS4 in 1080p, although the original renders really weren't that bad. Silent Hill 2. Speaking of old games, Silent Hill 2 came out in 2001, and it's still considered to be one of the best horror games out there by many gamers. It is a classic that if you don't get the chance to play through, you really should at least watch someone play it. I feel like it's maybe my favorite Silent Hill game. Okay, so if you don't have an old copy and you're wanting to buy it, you might have to fork up a bit of cash on top of having an old PS2 to play it on. I can't recommend you download the PC version of the game through any not so legal avenues, so I won't say that. I will just say that I really hope you get your hands on it and give it a playthrough. It's totally worth it. Alright geeks, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Can you believe we just finished day 8? This month is flying by so fast. Do me a favor and give us a like, comment, and subscribe before leaving. And come back tomorrow for another horror themed video. On your way out, check out the description for a link to the limited time Horror Month t-shirt. And check out our Bandcamp for a copy of the Horror Month song. You can also check out the lyric video right here on YouTube. Alright geeks, I'll see you tomorrow.